Hello, everybody. We're going to get started momentarily as we wait for people to filter in. So in the meantime, I'm going to drink this water. And you guys can say hi in the chat. Hello, Radu and Salams. I'm always butchering the names. And I say that every time. Gupta, what's up? Ryan, hello. Eunice. Yes, JBS will be muting and kicking people who misbehave in the chat. Junior, what's up? LH, George, Skull. And hello to the rest of you. Oh. Yeah, I was sick a week and a half ago with a sore throat, but I've been better for the past 5-6 days. Don't know if it was the Rona. I called the doctor. They're like, if you develop more symptoms, go ahead and get tested. I never did. It was just like a sore throat. A few days after, it was like my knees. They were like, I had joint pain in my knees. And my wife, who's an RN, said, well, that's a symptom of coronavirus. So, interesting. Hopefully I did get it. That way I have the antibodies and all that good stuff. I am not tired. I'm actually pretty good. Don't make the video. We'll be doing this for an hour. I'm okay. I ran 9 miles the last 3 days, so I'm good. All right. I do feel better. I'm good. All right. Let me go ahead and check my stats here. We've got 90 people watching. That will increase, hopefully. We're doing a Wednesday live stream. Usually I do this on Fridays, but I didn't have a video prepared, so I wanted to do it today. So we'll have a video releasing probably tomorrow or Friday, a regular video. What is a MOG? Cool. I'm probably not going to want to sign in using other things. I'm probably just not going to want to do that, to be honest. All right. So let me get to the introduction. Oh, my mug. Let me get to the introduction portion for those of you who are new. And of course, we have a twist on today's live UI UX review. So first of all, basically, you submit your side project today. Usually I let you submit anything, but we're just doing side projects only. And that way, we can give the show a unique twist. And so I'm only interested, I don't want to see your portfolio. If you're a freelance coder or a designer, I don't want to see your portfolio because that's not your side project. That's your main project. I want to see maybe you have a SaaS, like a software as a service app or something like that. Anything that's yours that you own, hopefully is a live URL. You can go to the Discord channel, click on the description here on YouTube, click on that link to go to Discord. It'll put you into an assign a role channel right here. So you have to click on one of these emoticons to assign a role. It will unlock the rest of the channels. Then make sure you read the rules. But then you have to go over to negative space submissions right here. Hold on. Excuse me. And you have to submit your side project URL. And I'll take these in the order that they came. We already have a bunch of them because I announced this about 45 minutes to an hour before the show goes live, so I have a lot. Now, if you do want me to get to your side project review, you have to click on the Super Chat button, and if you want to be reviewed, then it will thrust you to the beginning of the queue. You just have to pay to play, basically. Sorry. Yeah, you can enter any amount. Just mention your Discord username in the Super Chat message. All right, and then I'll find it, and JVS will help me out with those. All right, so hold on, I'm checking my text messages here. We're gonna get started real soon. All right. So, okay, where to begin? I guess we'll begin. The very first one, we received a super chat. Let's see, no username. I have written my site on Discord. So we have to find somebody named Miko. That's why it's nice to have you mention your Discord username in the super chat. That way I know exactly who I need to look out for. So, Miko, where are you? Is that even a username? Let's see. MIKOO. Miko 1991. Yep, here it is. All right, I sent a super chat. My side project is to please register as a... I'm not registering. Hell no, I'm sorry. I don't think I want to register. It depends on what's required. I mean, you did send a super chat, so maybe... All right, I have to use Google Translate. I don't know what's happening here. A new inventory management system with invoicing and accounting. So I'm just checking things out here. Well, usually what I do is just, I don't necessarily want to or have the time to check out everything. I can check out the landing page right here though. All right, so right here, this headline, why would you, I personally wouldn't use the URL or the future URL of coingo.dk. I would use something more interesting for your headline in terms of ad copy. Just having the URL here, I think it's a wasted opportunity really to suck or to drag the visitor in and let them know sort of what exactly this is about. Not exactly, but just to use that ad copy in a more creative way. This little triangle here signifying to scroll down, that's not obvious enough for most people. I would give it animation, probably put it right here because it's a little bit, you know, all this stuff is a little bit bunched up. There's not enough white space, so I would definitely check that out. This picture over here, it's I don't know, it's underwhelming in my opinion. I would probably think of something else to put there. Also, when it comes to this whole the scroll-based animations, I would do the practice where if you scroll down, it'll to a certain point it will automatically bring you to the next section. Because if I just scroll down with my mouse wheel with one scroll with my middle finger, it gets stuck right here. And it's like I have to keep doing it. It's labor intensive just to get to the next section. So I would definitely check that out and try to get it to auto scroll to the next section once you hit a certain point in terms of the vertical position. So responsive, the app is fully responsive. You can watch it on PC. All right. Most people don't know what responsive means. Like if you're dealing with your average Joe who's not a developer, they don't know what responsive means. What does that mean? You'd only have to be a front-end developer to understand what that is. I would use different verbiage there for sure. The app is fully, what I would say is you can watch it on any device. That's the simple, you know, that's as simple as possible. Cheap, I don't know. I'd probably really rework some of the verbiage here. I know I'm using Google Translate, and I would also probably have features possibly up higher above those scrollable areas. And then this area right here, a little hard to read some of these being that there's icons and everything's centered. Usually if you're gonna have icons along with text, I would left align them. And the create account button's a little bit too close to these. You want to push this down further. Kind of hard to read as well. I would fill this in with that purple and use white or black for the inner color. And this picture, honestly, I would probably try to get a different picture or situate this differently. It's just like a big square here of a picture, not much thought behind it. I would look into figuring out a different way to show that. Finally, email. All right, so at least they're floating labels, but I would like to see an actual outline, not an outline, but I would like to see not just an underline to signify where exactly the text fields start and end. All right, so only relying on underlines is generally a bad idea. So you want to, because some people think they're borders. They don't even know that these are areas that you can type into. So it's a UX thing. All right, so that's my review of this. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best? For me, I'm going to rate this let's see what people are saying so far. 3, 5.5, 6, 7, 4, 5-ish. I'm gonna say 5.7. I think that's, yeah, 5.8 or so. All right, that's my rating. Let's go back to the chat here. There we go. All right, awesome stuff. Okay, thank you for the super chat. Let's get on to the next person. We have another one. Dumb Gaming. All right, it's what did they say first? Just the main page and the community levels page. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Let's refresh this, see if there's anything happening interesting. Okay. All right. So honestly, at this point, I'm confused. I know it's at a domain name called Dumb Gaming. That's the site. But I'm not exactly sure what I should be doing here or what's happening. Is this the game right here? Amount of times you failed learning how to play. Amount of times you failed, 1. I'm honestly confused at this point. Sign in to save progress. All right, so right here, there's an issue of just educating the visitor on exactly what's happening here. I think it's easy to make assumptions when you've been working with it and you personally know as a developer or designer what is happening here, but you need to communicate a lot more effectively about what's happening here. It looks like this is a single game, and it's a strange name if so, because it's called Dumb Gaming. I mean, maybe Dumb Game would make more sense, not gaming, because I was assuming there would be like multiple games that are dumb or something, but it looks like there's just one here. You need a big call to action to start the game. Right here, this little tiny thing, new game, community, is this a link that you click? So you need to get people into the game quicker, and you really need to utilize a better UI design, a better layout, demonstrating, you know, to people what exactly is happening here. Use a solid headline. I would get rid of this this little carousel here. So yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in order to improve this. And what I would do, honestly, go back to the drawing board, go to Google, type in web-based games or something like that, so that you can check the landing pages of other existing popular successful games, and you can gain inspiration from those, because right now this is just, it's too all over the board. I'm not exactly sure what's kind of happening here. I mean, if I click new game, I don't even know what's I don't know what's happening here. And then having these, I hit my keyboard errors, and now it's doing these pop-ups, and I can't get out of them. So I would, yeah, definitely rethink this one a lot. So we'll go ahead and give this a review. What do you guys think this person should get? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. This right here is just water. It's not coffee. I can't handle caffeine anymore. I haven't had caffeine for like 2.5 years. All right, so we got a lot of 3s and 2s. I'll go ahead and give this one a 3. All right, thank you for the super chat though, and keep on improving. You'll definitely get there. All right, next up, super chat, 3. Let's see here. Now, because this is a super chat, I decided to, I will review a Figma URL. Hopefully I just hit play and it'll work. All right. So, I'm sort of confused. Next long break, finish at, number of tasks completed. So this is like a task completion app, I guess. Let me see here. All right, so there's no like this. I guess this is the main. Hopefully, this wouldn't be like the actual landing page, because there's an issue again, just like the last one, of educating people of exactly what's happening here. So I'm assuming that's not the case. Maybe there's going to be another landing page in the future where you educate people about what exactly this is, and this is just the main UI. Making that assumption, this is obviously some sort of task tracker app, and you can put in breaks, I suppose, and when you can finish. Number of tasks, 6. Completed, 3. Start. All right, so there's... Honestly, it seems like there's a bit much here. Just because there's a lot of stuff happening here. We have all this data here, start, stop. We have 3 theme selection in the same screen. Honestly, it seems like if you just take this area, this information, design for that for one screen, and then have like a cog icon. Oh, well, this looks like it's the settings, but can I click on that? Okay, there we go. That's better. So this would be the settings. Okay, so I understand what's happening now here. All right. That's why it sucks. One of the things it's kind of hard to review some of these is because it's like they're not live URLs in a live browser. Looking at this though, let's see if I can like. All right, one issue here with your login. Yeah, you definitely have too much stuff happening here, and things are way too condensed in terms of not enough white space vertically. So I would spread those elements out a lot more. Sign up page is a little bit better. And I wish I could just see it in action and be able to use it to properly be able to gauge, you know, how it feels and all that stuff. So overall, in terms of overall design, it's not too bad. Yeah, this is one of those weird ones. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. Again, that's because probably it's not like a live project. Again, you could probably stand to move and space things out further for them to make more sense, or to be, not make more sense, but to help them to be more easily to scan and such. So you add a task, you hit save, okay. Yeah, I just wish I could be able to use it. But what do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best? That was probably one of my worst reviews, by the way. It's sometimes some submissions are hard for me to get a good gauge on, especially when they're just prototypes. So for me, I'm just going to give this one just like a 6. It seems like most of you agree. Oops, wrong one. That's a wrong slide I just showed there. All right. Oh God, stop. That's so annoying. I hate when people message me. Rule number 1 of the server is don't send me a message. Okay. Super chat 4. Super chat. All right, thank you very much, Rez. Thank you for the super chat. All right, here's the last, no, well, almost the last one. I saw a new one came through. Super chat, made the site with Svelte and Firebase. Appreciate the feedback. Basic functionality is a tournament maker. Mini cash cup. All right. All right. So mini cash cup, alrighty, okay. The platform for connecting gamers together to help them develop their online career. That's kind of interesting. Gamers and developing an online career, huh? Interesting. So discover and compete in new tournament prizes for prizes. Okay. So down here, when you scroll down, it'd be worth it to have your call to action buttons down there as well, so that we don't have to scroll back up to the top. What are events? Okay, so nothing's happening. I don't want to sign in at this point, though. All right, so overall, not too bad. We have a little bit of just strange alignment. I mean, there's a little bit of white space here and then a lot down here, quite a bit more. So I would tidy that up just a bit. I'd probably want to see this text here being a little bit smaller, so you can further reinforce that visual hierarchy between the two elements. So like font size, you put 39 pixels. I mean, if you did like 28, that would be better. All right. If you have two call to action buttons, you should usually emphasize one over the other. So sign up. This one would be a little bit less emphasized because maybe you want to see, you want to have signups obviously, or start or something, whatever the verbiage for that call to action would be. Some of these are a little bit less white space. I'd like to see more white space on the top and bottom. But still, just as a matter of thinking about what exactly this is, I still don't understand exactly what this is doing. I mean, create and host your own matches and participate in events made by your favorite streamers, content creators, and celebrities. Get recognized by topping the leaderboards and showcase your skills. I'm still kind of confused about exactly what's happening here. Matchmaking, so I'm still kind of confused about what this is exactly. All right. Yeah, so I think we need to still maybe communicate like what exactly the platform and the interface of the platform looks like in and of itself. Maybe having like a screenshot of some sort. So I'm still kind of confused about how it works at this point, which is probably the biggest issue. All right, so let me know what you guys think of this one. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. It's pretty clear what this was. I'm still having a hard time. It's a platform for connecting gamers together to help them develop their online career. Discover and compete in new tournaments and prizes. Create and host your own matches. And I don't understand. What are the matches about? Made by your favorite streamers. Still just kind of confused. All right, well, anyhow, for me, in terms of design, it's pretty solid. So I'm gonna say a 6.5. All right, well, maybe I'm just I'm too old to understand what's happening here. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Who is next? All right. Let's see here. Thank you for the super chat. Uh-oh. No, bro. I can't do this. This is not a side project. And I can't even do anything. Like, where do I go? Is this it? Yeah, I can't, oh, wait, there's a button right there. I didn't see it. Look at this. There's this tiny little pulsating yellow circular thing. And then I didn't see that until, like, the very last second. That's horrible. You don't want to do that. I mean, oh, there's one down here too, this little thing. Yeah. You definitely have to have a button that really sticks out if you're going to go that route. Yeah, definitely. You want to you don't want that. That, like somebody said, bad UX. So yeah. So So yeah. So this live stream is for side projects only. I mean, I suppose this could be a side project, but and he did send a super chat, so I'll really quickly just go over this. Let's talk about code, business, or stars in the sky. What is happening here? Nobody wants to talk about stars in the sky with you. These are people who want a website or something. They don't want to be talking about stars in the sky. I mean, is this like a Tinder profile, or is this your UI, UI UX, your portfolio? So you got to separate the two there. This is strange. I can't scroll down anymore. The only thing that happens here is it's just like these icons that are real spread out far away. Got to revamp that. You had this little down arrow, and it's like I want to keep scrolling down, but I can't because it's just only this little yellow bar footer thing. This right here, I mean, it's basically you're challenging the person to try to solve this puzzle or this riddle as to how to navigate the site. You don't want people to think. You don't want people having to solve puzzles essentially in order to just get to the basics of the information on your site. So definitely check out other design portfolios or developer portfolios that are successful, and trust me, they're going to be easy to navigate, and that's going to be your biggest issues. So definitely revamp it. What do you guys think this person should get for their portfolio? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Yeah, for the actual design isn't horrible, but we can't discount the UX issues, which are catastrophic in my opinion. So we're gonna have to go with a 2.8. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. Thank you for the super chat though, but just try to make things a lot more easy to use going forward. All right, thank you very much. Okay, next up. Let's see here. Super Chat 7. All right, we're gonna check out JVS's, which is the first person, which is the first regular Super Chat. All right, because I know he's been working on. Wait, where am I at? 724. Come on, get down here. There we go. Cascade, a Discord bot project. Would appreciate if you could check this out. Check out both links. On the prototype, you can click on some things to preview their animations. The coming soon page is right here. The only Discord toolkit you'll need has everything you need to manage and moderate your server. Make use of our many powerful tools to make your server the best it could be. We will release publicly for beta. Join the waitlist. Okay, so this right here is a little bit strange because I thought this was perhaps a text field where you could click in here and this was just like placeholder text. So I'd probably not encase this in that little, that's a tiny detail though. Join the wait list. One of the things that I dislike about these type form is sometimes they can be just, for me, I think they're a pain in the butt. If there was a wait list, I would prefer just to see a freaking email and I'll enter my email and that is it. This is telling me this is some type of form I'm gonna have to fill out just to join the wait list, and there's 4 different questions that have to be answered. That's going to significantly reduce the number of emails that you'll be able to collect once your service launches or your bot. So I would get rid of the type form thing and just make it as simple as possible. All right, so there's also the Adobe XD prototype here. All right. Also, yeah, on that type form page, it was hard to read a lot of that text. There was a very little contrast, which I'm not sure if you're able to control that because I've never used type form before. All right. So, so the only Discord toolkit you need, all right. We have Get Cascade and Learn More. This is what I was talking about before. If you're going to have 2 call to actions, emphasize the one over the other. So this one makes sense get cascade. That's good. Scrolling down here, module suited for every situation, music leveling and moderation. That's nice. Manage everything from one single dashboard. All right, that works. All right, this is solid. Everything here is good. All right, that's pretty cool. See if there's anything else I can click on. I'm just tapping. Here we go. Yep. Yep, for sure. Once this is a live project, it will be pretty cool. So yeah, this is pretty solid. What do you guys think this person should get rated? Which is the admin, Mr. JVS, for his UI design. Oh, wait, what? Oh crap! Do you guys hear me? 1 second. Do you guys hear me? Testing. Do you hear me? Okay, so let me go check my camera real fast. Oh man, what is that? You know what? I have the power into it through a DC input or whatever, but it might not be plugged in, so it may be operating on its internal or its external battery, and it might just die again. If that's the case, don't worry about it. All right, so like I said, what do you think JVS should be rated? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. I think it's pretty solid. Yeah, there it goes again. Well, guess what? We'll just do this. There. You don't get to see me anymore. All right, so 8, 9, 8, 9, 8.8. All right, what do I think? All right, I'm going to give this one an 8. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see once this is an actual live project, though. All right. All right, thank you for, well, moderating. He didn't super chat. That's okay, though. Project 8, or super chat 8. Please try both desktop and mobile version. As long as you guys can hear, sorry if there was like an audio issue. As long as you guys can hear me, we're still good to go. All right. All right. All right, let's see here. All right. Refresh. All right, this has to be the ugliest call to action button I've ever seen in my entire life. And it has to do with the design and the colors as well. Yeah, definitely want to rethink the colors of this, because it's an eyesore. I mean, it does what you want it to do. You want to look at and see that call to action, and you do, but not in this context where you're like, damn, you know, that's kind of, it almost hurts my eyes. Definitely want to fix that as well. Your background, you're doing a gradient from like this teal to this blue. Just keep this solid blue all the way and it would be a lot better. But then you're going to have to really rework the button. If you keep this blue over here, probably just a solid white button would work. All right. So voice recognition and accomplish your everyday tasks just by using your voice. Okay. This is a little bit, yeah, like there's two different sentences here, but there's no space between them. So I would rethink that quite a bit. This over here, this up, yeah, this is no good. So what is this? Speech to voice, but then you hover over it and it changes to speech to text. I don't know what's happening here. You have all this space and you have things all cluttered up into multiple rows here. One row for your navigation. That's all you need. This is no good either. You wanted me to check out the mobile, and look how tiny this is. That's not working. No way. You would be a great candidate for my my Scrimba boot camp. I'm gonna spam you guys real quickly. If you want to improve your UI/UX skills, right here, the UI Design Boot Camp. Take this course or join their yeah, basically, if you join the front-end developer career path, you will get access to a bunch of other courses, including my entire boot camp. It's $39 a month. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's going to help you. All right. So coming down here. No, I don't want you to use my microphone. But yeah, it just seems like the UI could definitely be improved in some regards. But that's my main take on it so far. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think this person should get a rating for? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Yeah, for this one, I'm going to have to rate... Yeah, just a 3.5, I would say. All right. Why didn't that animate? What the hell? Does this animate? Oh, there it goes. All right, good. Yeah. So, thank you for the super chat, though, but you can definitely improve. All right. Next up, Super Chat 9. Share tunes. Share your favorite tunes. All right. I like the name. All right. Share your favorite tunes. Sign up for free and get started today with no call to action. You definitely want to give them somewhere to click, especially if you're telling them to sign up. You're like, well, all right, sign up, but like, okay, how do I do this then? How do I sign up? Of course, you can go to register, but it should be more obvious than that. Newest profiles. Honestly, nobody's going to care about the newest profiles. I would designate something else for this area. Maybe just illustrating how you share a tune with your service of some sort. The why share tune makes a lot more sense to put this above the newest profile section. All right, so definitely check that out. Register. Now this is redundant. Email, enter email for placeholder. Username, enter username. Just get rid of those. It's going to make it so much easier and less cluttered, really, to look. I'm not going to register or anything like that, though. All right, so what do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Yeah, a lot of 4, 5s, etc. Yeah, there's just it's obviously it's a work in progress, so it's kind of hard to really ascertain what's happening. For me, I'm gonna give this a 5.8. I guess I'm kind of higher on the higher end. I guess maybe it should be lower just because it's not an actual completed project. And points have to be taken away from that. Thank you for the submission, or the super chat rather. Super chat 10. It's our last one for now. Your subscriptions under control. I don't understand. Apple subscriptions? Is that like something from Apple, or is this something you made yourself? I'll be honestly, I'm not gonna like sit here and try to read through all this stuff just because we don't have a lot of time. I don't understand. Is this something from Apple? And because it's using the Apple's logo, hopefully you're not like... Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happening here. I'm looking at the comments to see if somebody can help me out. Is this just like a fake mock project? Like if you were to work for Apple, you're gonna have this? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is just a little bit confusing. It's a mock-up, so like, I don't know. Maybe this is like an app that he did just for practice. Looking at it, I'm not a fan of these vertical gradient-based bars. Probably change that up. Yeah, the rest of it isn't really bad. Good white space, interesting colors. The color and contrast works there pretty well. But again, this is just like a tiny little mock-up, and there's not really enough for me to go here by in terms of like looking at the design and all that. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to really go further with the review with this. We're not even going to bother with the rating. Thank you for the super chat though. In the future, I wouldn't submit a case study. I would show me the actual project, at the very least a mock-up or a prototype. There's just not enough here in this tiny little example for me to give a good review. All right, next up, I think we're finally back at, we took care of all the super chats, so now let's check number 2, because we're only like the second submission after JVS. Jesus Christ, there's so many here. And there's so many I'm not going to get to, because we're going to do this for another 18 minutes at max. All right, so there's JVS's. Okay, so the next person was here. All right, so any type of landing or like Figma or UI UX prototype, I'm skipping. I want to go to real live projects. So sorry Weeb, sorry Kalo, not going to do it. Xbox Live profile puller. The goal is to provide a comprehensive playthrough content history of the profile. All right, so that sounds like a side project to me, and it is really boring. Sorry. Yeah, everything is just like all the way up here. It looks like it's probably maybe not finished, but Butthead, is there someone named Butthead in Xbox Live? I mean, unfortunately, yeah, there is. There's a gamer score of 22,000. All right. Too many borders. Way too many lines around here. You got a border bottom here, border bottom there. Border all around this thing. Border around this button. Border around each card. Get rid of the borders. You know what? I think maybe I'm going to do a video on borders. I'm going to save that idea. I'm going to do a whole video, maybe next week, or maybe in 2 days on Friday, about borders. There, I just wrote it down on a piece of crappy paper. All right. So, having said that, yeah, because when you have all these borders, it just clutters it. It makes it hard to see and, like, scan. So, outside of that, I don't want to harp on the borders too much. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting idea, I guess. The 84%, the percentage text in here inside of this is a little bit hard to read. So I would change that to white. Not enough white space, real tiny in there. Not enough white space between this element and this element. So you could definitely improve these card designs a lot more. All right. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Obviously, the biggest issue, in my opinion, outside of the borders is this. You're just left with, like, nothing happening. Like, you don't know. I mean, the call to action is this tiny little area that's, like, put up right there. You need to have, like, some type of much more solid call to action and utilize your space a lot better. Yes, I'm better. For me, I'm going to rate this just a straight up old 5, which it seems like you guys think, most of you think maybe it should be lower. All right. Next up. All right. Who's next? Let's see here. Is this a blog? Sorry, I'm not going to review a blog. I wanted like a side project. I wouldn't really call a blog a side project unless, I don't know. I just don't want to do a blog. A GitHub, I'm not going to be installing anything to check it out, so we're not going to do that one. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Collaboration tools for teams to vote on user stories. I'd open incognito on another window alongside to test it out. All right, so for me, the design feels really cheap and a little bit amateur because we got the big old outer glow here, but it's dull. It's a dull color. We got it for some reason. This line right here in the middle. Create a new session or join existing. Here's the problem. He said to do incognito. Yeah, same thing, obviously. What is this? Like you told me in Discord what this is, but as an app, what is a session? You know, you really need to educate people about what this is about. All right. So I would definitely check that out first and foremost. I still don't know what's happening here. As a user, I'd want to invite my team members to Sprint Getty. So what is Sprint Getty anyhow? I don't know. So that's the biggest issue you're going to have to contend with is the UX aspect of this. In terms of everything else, the design, it's not terrible, but then again, you're leaving a lot of unused space over here. It's not responsive. Maybe you're still working on it. Looks like you are. But so I'm not sure what the purpose of a story is, or how to even use this. So, what do you guys think this person should get for a rating? Again, I think the UX is the biggest issue because if you have to sit there explaining it to me in the chat, I shouldn't need that. It's made for mobile? This isn't made for mobile. I wouldn't think so. Because it's not. It's not very well, at least. I mean, everything's getting squashed up. For me, I'm just going to have to rate this, unfortunately, a lower one. Because I just am sort of clueless as to how to use it or what's happening. All right. Thank you for... Oh, wait, you didn't super chat. Well, thank you for the submission, at least. Wait, we already did that one. Who's next here? I don't want to do Figma. I want real sites. ELC design. If this is... I really wanted to get like just non-design related, not user portfolio related. Yeah. So I wouldn't really consider those side projects. I mean, unless you're like a carpenter, I guess your portfolio would be a side project. But I was kind of looking for like SaaSes more. Okay, so let's do this one. Made this box shadow generator using React. Dropshadow.io. So this is one of those cases where there's, in my opinion, too many borders. You got a border up here, got a border around all this stuff. We got a border here, border there. There's just borders all over the place. It's designed quite well though. Having noted that. But let's check this out. Okay, that's handy over here. That's pretty cool. I'm just playing around with it. Works pretty good, it looks like. Oh, excuse me again. Jesus, what is happening? Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, this is pretty solid, I have to say. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Yeah, for me, I'm going to give this a 8. All right, solid. All right, very good. Let's cut here. All right, who's next? Poker web app. Join the world's most classy online poker experience. You receive 30,000 free chips on registration, register, login. All right, pretty nice little graphic here. I like the, yeah, you're saying it's classy and you have this classy sort of font, so I like it. Only thing is, I would say make this bold or make this smaller, a little bit smaller, because they're a little bit too close. Even though this is smaller, I don't think the difference between the two is enough. So one problem is there's still, like, I want to scroll down to learn more about what makes this so classy, you know? I want to learn more about it, but I can't. You're forcing my hand to register right away, which may hurt situations. So I would elaborate and add more information. Again, I don't want to register. This feels a little bit amateurish with the thick blue borders. I'll probably change that up a little bit. Again, that's not a huge deal though. But I'm not going to register. For what this is pretty good. But I just think there needs to be more. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. I'll be honest, I kind of... It's a click dummy on login or registration. Just click the CTA button. Okay, well, I guess I will. Fine. All right. Quick game, join table, shop. Okay. It's a little bit... I mean, it's simple, but I probably utilize this area a little bit better. Not enough white space between here and the top part. So, again, yeah. People are saying 6, 7s. I'm going to have to go with a 6.5. It's just not done yet, and sometimes it's just a little bit hard to, yeah, to rate an unfinished project. All right. Omar Basin, I've been waiting so long to share this project. It's a side project, but it will be my portfolio. I'm still working on it. Okay. Kind of didn't want to do design portfolios today. I probably should have been more specific. I know I said a side project. For what this does look pretty nice, but I'm not going to really sit there and review it because I just wanted to get the actual, like, SaaS as, like, software as a service, or just, you know, kind of more unique projects. I'm sick of doing design portfolios, honestly. Welcome to the home of madness. So Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, did they leave any information about this? Where the hell did it go? Oh, there's no information about this. This just looks like basically what these are, like wrappers or something. Oh, we got the retro wave sort of situation happening here. I wouldn't really call, unless this is you, I wouldn't really consider this a side project though. These icons are a little bit big and smashed to close together, so I would change that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I mean, I doubt a developer or designer like this looks like something you made for a client, so I'm not going to really review it much further. My last side project, a volunteering platform for design students. Unfortunately, it's a Behance. I'll check it out really fast, but I'm not going to sit there reviewing it. So this is more of just like a walkthrough of their design process. So we're going to skip that. It looked nice though. Another Figma. This is another portfolio. I'm going to skip that. This is probably another portfolio. It is. We're going to skip that. Figma. I'm going to skip that. My first design as a front-end developer. I think I'm going to skip that because it's a Figma design. Figma. And then I said submitting actual live URLs will increase your chances of getting reviewed. Behance. Again, this is, I just want personal side projects. This is the start of my company redesign. Again, this is probably a design portfolio. Yeah, we're gonna keep on going here. Oh, come on, people. I said side projects. I mean, I guess they could be side projects for some people, but I think they're not meant to be side projects. Here's something called code snippets. All right. That seems like a side project. All right. Code snippets. Code, share, discuss, and improve. All right. It's a little strange to me because you have all this white space here and you only have the name of the project and then just these ideas, these random ideas. So I think you need to elaborate on that much more. Because it's still a little bit confusing about what this is. I'd like to see what a code snippet is. Maybe elaborate that in the form of an illustration. Create new snippets, my snippets. Okay, so if I try to click this, nothing happens though. This is real tiny for this area, by the way. So it says I'm signed in, but now nothing happens. So I don't even know how to use it. Must be a work in progress. So let's just keep on going. Little recipe app I finished with Vue. My first app. Wait, did I JVS? Oh, I skipped one. Let's check that one out. Sorry about that. Thank you for the super chat. Let's do this. All right, this is a Hex Color Blender. All right, so we'll choose this color right here. Honestly, ideally, like I would select it and then it would automatically update. I shouldn't have to hit enter because that will confuse some people. All right, so this section right here is pretty nice, but what I don't like is this right here. I think these could be elaborated or designed or and presented a little bit differently. That's pretty cool right here. But yeah, the way these are just text-based, where it says 1 and then this or whatever, 1, 2, 3 with their little parentheses. I would definitely, you know what I would do? I would probably just expand this area right here, the white area. And I would say, oops. Like, I would put the color code right here, all capitalized, and I would get rid of the numbers because you already have a number here. So put the color code here along with a quick little like, what do you call make the whole area clickable. And when you click it, it will copy it to the user's clipboard. That would be better in my opinion. Other than that, looks pretty cool, pretty solid. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating for their Hex Color Blender? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. For me, I'm just gonna do a 7, and that's it. Pretty solid though. All right, so let's go back. We are at 1 hour, and of course somebody had to submit a damn super chat because I want to be done now, but they didn't even mention their Discord username. So I'm sort of sorry about that, bro. Because we're going to go ahead and have to end this right now because I have stuff to do and I wanted to do this for an hour. So thank everybody for the super chat. Mandel, I get a lot of it from audiojungle.com. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. I will see you guys